One thing that scares a man so much is getting married to someone and finally divorcing that person and sharing properties with that person. This is the reason why a lot of men are not married yet. Those ones that are very, very buoyant, you feel they should have got married by now. Most of them are not married by now because they are scared if the woman they are married to will be someone that will take advantage of it and divorce them tomorrow. And to the best of my knowledge, I don't think there's any woman in her right senses that will want to get married and divorce the man. That is not the motive of marriage. In as much as that is not the motive of marriage, so many women are doing it right now. They are not scared of getting married and divorcing, get married, divorce, to get the benefit they want to get. In today's video, we are going to be talking about signs. When you see these signs, you know that she is grooming you for divorce, and the earlier you do something about it, the better. Okay, so that one day you will not just wake up and realize that your wife is gone, and it's going to be a lot of problem for the man. Okay, now the first sign you're not going to notice is emotional withdrawal. So this might not necessarily mean divorce, but whenever you see these signs as a man, please confront it immediately and try to solve the problem if there is a problem there. When you see emotional withdrawal from a woman, she is no longer sharing her feelings with you, she doesn't share her thoughts with you, or even her daily experiences, something that happened in her life. You know that your wife on a normal day will come up and tell you, oh, look at how my day went, how it was, I was happy or I was sad, but all of a sudden she's not doing all those things again. That is emotional withdrawal. When you notice also that the emotional intimacy you once had is gone, that friendship is no longer there. The both of you usually gist and chat about everything, but right now is no longer there. You're noticing a lot of cold feet and vacuum in your relationship. It's also a sign of emotional withdrawal. So let's say, for example, you ask her how was your day and she gives you a short answer, maybe fine or not fine, without um explaining more. Is also a sign of emotional withdrawal. So when you start noticing this emotional withdrawal, please try as much as you can to connect back. Okay, ask her what the problem is, because sometimes a woman will act that way because she wants you to ask her what the problem is. She wants to seek attention from you. Don't just be silent about it, don't just be calm about it. The second one is financial secrecy. You guys know that each and every one of us, we have that one place where we hide money, for personal use, and say later I'm going to use this one personally. But when you notice that it's now becoming extreme, it is a problem. Maybe she opens a new bank account and you don't know about it, or she suddenly becomes secretive about the money and expenses she is doing. She stopped contributing in the to the joint account. If the both of you have joint account, she stopped contributing all of a sudden. These are all red flags. Okay, because financial secrecy is one of the clearest sign of preparation for independence, and in some cases legal battle. Like I said before, it is not wrong for you as a man or as a woman to have some certain money set aside and say, okay, this money is like for emergency fund. It's not bad. But when it becomes extreme, that is when the problem comes from. When the woman does not want to contribute in anything anymore, especially when she's gain earning money, and you guys know, all of you know that she's earning money, but she has all of a sudden bottled up. She doesn't want to contribute in anything at all. It is indeed a red flag. Now, the next sign you should not ignore is increased criticism and conflict. Constant picking of arguments over small things that are not supposed to make you talk in the first place, they change it into a big issue. She focuses on your faults more than your strength. That is also a way of conflict, because whenever you are with someone and you decide to focus on that person's weaknesses other than that person's strength, I am telling you guys that before you know, you will start hating on that person. That is how it works. So if a woman is now constant, a woman that loves you before started criticizing you always, please ask her if there's anything you have done wrong and try to make amends, because all those too much criticism can really cause to hate. All right. So if every conversation turns into a fight, she might be creating emotional distance and building her case for the reason why the marriage should end. Most times they take videos, they take pictures, and you might not be the, as a man, you might not be the one that start up the problem, but they will drag you in and you see yourself lost in that particular problem. Now the next sign is that she changes in social, she changes in social cycles. Okay, she spend more time with her friends that you don't even know. In relationship, at least a man and a woman, as a man your wife should know every of your friend. As a woman also, your husband should know every of your friend. So when you notice that she now starts spending more time with friends she don't know, her closest confidant are now single people or divorced women, is another problem. She start avoiding couple friends and start spending more time with divorced women and also single people. The truth about this is that when someone is divorced, it's not a happy experience. And then when you mingle yourself with such kind of people, you always mingle with them, there's a possibility that they will tell you things that you will not start comparing your marriage and their own marriage before they left. The truth of the matter is that you guys know that nobody is perfect. Okay, every marriage have their own formula, so what works for you might not work for another person. So that's one thing I want you all to know. Now the next sign is that physical and intimacy will change. She doesn't want you to touch her again. You touch her, she sees it as if you are forcing yourself on her. She see you as being dirty. She doesn't want to call you to come closer to her again. It is a problem. Okay, it is a problem. Please, please try as much as you can. Whenever you notice any of this problem, solve it at it as it is coming, because the more you leave it, the more it generates to more problems. So if she knows that she's all of a sudden not interested in you anymore, somebody that whenever you touch her before she'll be very happy, but all of a sudden now if you touch her she's not happy, she doesn't want it, she doesn't even want you to touch her again, it is a big problem. And please, as a man, don't sleep on this. Do not see it as if you don't care about it. Something else might be happening. Maybe she doesn't even want to divorce you, but something else is happening. Try to find out what the problem is. Try to find out what the problem is. Whenever you see these signs, please do not panic, but don't ignore the signs. Communication is key in every relationship. Talk things out with her. Sit her down, let her know that you care about her and you don't understand what is happening anymore. Why is she behaving the way she is behaving? Do all these things and you will see that if she's a good person, she will have a change of mind. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please do not forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not subscribed. Turn that notification on so that anytime we post our videos, you will be notified, and I will see you all on my next one.